This time, on Wild Pacific Rescue,
Come on, Buckethead. Let us do you a favor, man.
the team struggles to save an elusive sea lion.
There's right there, right off your bow, right off your bow.
Help me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold it,
No, no, we can't.
No.
Sorry.
Stop.
A sea otter arrives in critical condition.
He's really struggling to get out of there.
A seal pup bites off more than he can chew.
The seals will kind of bite at part of the fencing.
The center suffers an outbreak.
They look like hives or something.
A blind duck fights to regain its sight.
They're pretty significant.
In Vancouver, Canada, an animal in distress arrives at the airport in need of urgent care. Courtney and Casey from the Marine Mammal Rescue Center rush to meet it.
That could be the otter coming right now.
It's an adult male sea otter picked up in Tofino on Vancouver Island. A kayaker found him struggling to move and immediately notified the center.
It sounds pretty bright, so I think we should just transport it in the kennel it came in.
Sea otters can produce at least 9 distinct vocalizations, expressing a wide range of emotions. This rescue is screeching in confusion.
Was it making the sound the whole way on the flight? Okay.
We do not want to open the box at the terminal because he's vocalizing. They're a very dangerous animal, and the vocalization is a little concerning.
The cause of his weakened condition is unknown. Worldwide, sea otters have suffered greatly over the years from hunting, pollution, and predators. British Columbia's population is currently listed as threatened.
This animal is coming in the kennel, so a high-stress environment with not a lot of ventilation, so I'm really concerned here.
Time is of the essence. Sea otters aren't built for confined spaces like a kennel.
Oh, he was so loud at Harbor Air, and now he's so quiet. I'm very anxious about this.
They have the thickest fur of any animal, with around 400,000 hairs per square centimeter. They rely on the water to keep them cool. This otter has been in transit for 3 hours now and could be overheating.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
It's very heavy. Oh, I don't like her lack of noise.
Yeah, I agreed.
They need to get him out of the kennel and cooled off as fast as possible.
I would like to open up that kennel to allow ventilation and just to get a good look overall what he looks like.
Oh.
He's really struggling to get out of there. Okay, sweetie, we're coming. I feel like he's becoming more and more stressed trying to get out of the crate. Hopefully, we're going to be able to tip the kennel gently to encourage him to come out of there. Slowly backing up. Everybody out.
Oh, buddy.
Just from a distance, it looks like he's pretty shaky, trembling quite a bit. He's not using his hind end very well. We worry about gunshot wounds. We worry about some other sort of spinal injury, whether that's from a predator or a boat, whatever it may be.
This otter needs a full exam by the senior staff. But right now, they're away on a rescue mission. So it's up to Dr. Courtney Pace and veterinary technologist Casey Meikle to stabilize his condition until they return tomorrow. And that starts with making sure the otter isn't in pain.
So are you okay with those doses? So
Yeah.
250, 250?
Yeah.
Okay. Grind up the meds and the clam juice.
To make it taste as good as possible.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Okay.
So we're gonna inject that into the shrimp. It's a really easy way to give it.
Shrimp are a mainstay of the sea otter diet. This rescue is more than happy to take his medicine.
I want him to eat a lot. He's starving.
I'm glad he's eating though.
Oh, honey, little honey.
But on finishing his meal, it's clear he's gone from too hot to too cold.
Okay, little monkey, let's get you some little heat pads now.
We all care about animals as much as possible. We want him to make a good recovery and be able to release him, give him a second chance. Hopefully we can just kind of stabilize him and keep him comfortable overnight. "100 kilometers to the northwest, off Vivian Island in the Strait of Georgia,
on, buddy. Be here.
Dr. Marty Helena and the Marine Mammal Rescue Team are on the water to help a stellar sea lion that's fallen victim to the growing crisis of ocean pollution.
Yeah, we've got no eyes on the target on this side yet.
Whale watching tours have spotted the elusive young male with a plastic ring from a discarded bucket around his neck. The team has nicknamed him Buckethead.
Buckethead is just one example, and a pretty obvious example, of the damage that plastic and our garbage can cause wildlife. Buckethead must have slid his head through it when he was smaller, and now it's growing in there. He can't get it off. It's going to cause damage.
Buckethead appears to be around 4 years old. Male stellars can continue to grow for up to 8 years. If he gets any bigger, the ring could kill him.
First got reports of him months ago. We've gone out a couple of times. He's not been there where we thought he might be. It's been a long time, and I'm worried he doesn't have much longer.
Stellars are the biggest species of sea lion in the world, with adult males reaching more than 3 meters long and weighing over 1,100 kilograms. Over the past 40 years, world stellar numbers mysteriously dropped by 80%, and the species still faces heavy competition for food and human encroachment. British Columbia's stellars are making a comeback, and the team wants to make sure that trend continues.
This is all Vivian Island right here.
This is Vivian, and there are certainly a lot of sea lions right now, so hopefully our buddy's there. Come on, Buckethead. Let us do you a favor, man.
It's August. The highly social stellars are gathered in haulouts like these, all along the North Pacific coast. Here, they bask in the sun and then slide into the water to fish. Adult stellars need to consume about 6% of their body weight each day.
Oh, there's a little guy right here.
Sea lion, sea lion, sea lion, sea lion.
Vivian Island is where Buckethead was last seen, but it looks like he's eluded them again.
I see a couple of shadows and I get really excited, and then of course it's a black shadow, so we're looking for a white bucket. Oh, no, he's not here. Another hour's gone by, hoping that Buckethead has shown up, and he's not here. Getting worried we're not going to see him today.
Just as they're about to give up, a call comes in. A Department of Fisheries boat has spotted Buckethead on a different island.
Just a sec, I'm putting you on speaker.
Yeah, I want to get away from the rocks so I don't scare him away.
Good man. McCrae, right?
Yeah, there's lots of lions here. He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. Is he by himself or in a group?
No, he's in a group.
He is, okay.
And
Marty's a good shot, so no problem. No pressure, Marty. Thanks, great job.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Awesome, let's give that a shot. I'm so excited. This is cool. This is great.
The tip puts Buckethead on McCrae Islet, 25 kilometers to the southeast.
Come on, Buckethead.
Gotta get some binoculars out.
I see him.
Oh, there he is, yep.
The report doesn't disappoint. But there's a problem. Dr. Marty needs to dart Buckethead with a tranquilizer. But the water around McCrae is choppy.
It's getting a little bit rough out here, and we're gonna try and make an attempt from land.
If Dr. Marty can take the shot on solid ground, he'll stand a better chance.
I'm just seeing the target kind of move around a bit. Get down, Sean. Very quiet. It's got to be quiet.
180 kilograms.
180, yeah.
Let's make him up for that. Might be a little bit high, but we have a safe range.
The dose is based on Buckethead's estimated weight.
It's 0.72 mils. Next up is going to be butorphanol.
0.54.
Yep.
Just FYI, he's a bit on the move right now. He's kind of moving up the rocks, slightly coming your way. Oh, settling back in.
We're gonna arm the dart. Okay.
Target has moved down to the water's edge. I lost Marty. Oh no, I see him too. Marty, target has moved down to the water's edge.
Dr. Marty needs to get closer to take the shot. But stellars are notoriously skittish and liable to flee at the first sign of any intruder. Buckethead senses he's being watched.
Okay, he's going to the water, he's going to the water. He's just gone in the water. Target's in the water.
Oh, I hate this. All the animals are spooked now. They know something's up. I see him. Straight in.
Buckethead reappears on an even smaller rock. Sneaking up on land is no longer an option.
Oh my gosh, the waves are bad. This is not ideal. I'm just worried if he goes in the water, like we can't even bring the boats in close, like it's getting pretty rough.
If they don't try now, they may not get another chance.
We are gonna give it a shot. We got a lot of rock. He went in.
That's a dart in him.
Back us out slow, back us out slow.
The tranquilizer will take around 12 minutes to do its job.
Staying up there, that's good. Long 12 minutes. You mark a time? Thanks.
Now, Buckethead just needs to stay on the rock. If he goes in, they'll have a difficult and potentially dangerous procedure on the choppy water.
He's staying put, which is really, really good. So at this point, we're just gonna give the 12 minutes and hope he falls asleep.
You got reversals ready, Em? Perfect.
Clock's ticking. Time goes a little bit slow as you're waiting for the drugs to take effect. Sort of the weird, stressful time.
At the 11-minute mark,
Oh, he's in the water. Yep, he's in the water. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, Matt.
the team's job just got a lot tougher.
He's right below the drone.
Back off, back off. We haven't done the full 12 minutes. Okay, well, hold up, hold up, hold up.
They'll have to time their approach perfectly.
Right off the front there, Marty.
Too soon, and Buckethead could bolt away and out of sight.
Where is he?
He's doing kind of loopy sea lion thing.
Too late, and he could drown.
He's right off the front there, Marty.
Let's go get him.
Get the hook ready. He's right here.
They need to grab hold of Buckethead before he sinks.
The hook, get the hook.
Right there. Quickly.
You guys are right on top of him. He got him, he got him. Okay, we're gonna go
No,
parallel.
I don't got him, I don't got him. Help me. I got him.
Okay, whoa. They got him, they got him.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it might be too rough for two
Yeah,
boats.
I think
I'm just
it's
thinking.
too rough.
I just have to pull that through. All right, give me a handle. Okay, hold on. I need the other handle.
Go, go. Sorry. Good job, good job.
How are you doing, Paul?
You got this, Marty, you got this. Yes! Yes, he's free.
Everything's good.
Go. Oh, head up. Head up, head up. Watch his trach, his head's weird. His head's weird, Marty.
It's okay. I got him. All right, I got that.
With the ring now off, the team administers a reversal and holds Buckethead above water while he wakes up.
Here he comes, here he comes. So I'm just gonna give him one more breath and I'm gonna let him go. And let him go.
That's how you do it.
All right. He's on your side.
That's amazing.
We've been after this guy for so many months. We did not want to work him in the water, but everything came together. The team was amazing. Dealing with Buckethead is a perfect example of just what the MMR does and what this team is all about. Guys! Oh.
Next morning, at the rescue center,
I think this poor guy's got a pretty serious problem.
the team gathers to try and solve the mystery of what's ailing the critically ill sea otter they've named Arlo.
Blood work came back and indicated really, really high liver enzymes that are associated with damage to liver cells. So that's really, really concerning.
The liver plays an essential role in digestion. It also helps process waste and toxins. If Arlo's liver continues to deteriorate, he won't survive.
I don't like the neurologic signs, the twitching. Let's move him.
1, 2, 3. Head back.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Hi, friend.
Liver and other life-threatening organ problems are common among sea otters living in an increasingly polluted Pacific Ocean. Sewage and fertilizer runoff are present in the shellfish they eat. They also groom their fur constantly, and in doing so, unwittingly ingest a steady flow of toxins during their lifetime.
The vast majority of animals that come to our facility are here because of the actions of humans. It's very, very important to me to mitigate those negative effects that humans have caused to these animals under our care. You want to help animals that have been hurt by people. So let's move him all the way back.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3. Okay, that's good. Well, we're about to do something fairly complicated. We are going to go ahead and attempt a liver biopsy on Arlo the sea otter.
The procedure involves removing a small piece of the liver to be sent to a lab for analysis. Hopefully, the results will reveal what's wrong.
We're going to put a special camera inside his abdomen, evaluate his liver in particular, and then send in another instrument to take a few pieces of that liver that a pathologist will evaluate for us. All right, so we got lots of good guts. Nice diaphragm.
He's breathing over it.
Yeah.
And a giant liver. Just an amazing view in here. I mean, this machine is incredible. Normal liver color, so there's no tumor. Might be a little swollen there. See that edge?
Here?
Yeah, a little rounded, yeah. But if I go over here,
Is that fluid down there?
tiny little bit of fluid. That's not crazy. I'm just looking if there's something hidden underneath the liver that might be a source of problems. Take another little look on this side. We're going in for the liver biopsy. I just want to grab a little bit of liver. I want to make sure I don't nick anything else. Okay, that's my biopsy site. I think it's going to bleed a little bit, but we want it to stop. That's not a lot of bleeding at all. Grab that. Thank you. Now we're going to deflate the abdomen. So today, I really, really, really hope we find a reason for why he is this way and a treatable reason. At the same time, it's an animal welfare issue. It's also a source of information about that animal, about that species, and that's a big deal.
Summer is harbor seal pupping season on the Pacific coast. Every year, some pups inevitably end up lost or orphaned.
Okay, love. Sorry.
And is it a seal pup?
Concerned citizens are flooding the center with calls.
Very small? All right.
And the staff is dealing with a steady influx of harbor seal pups rescued from British Columbia's beaches. More arrive each day, leaving Casey and the crew with their hands full.
What?
New rescues are placed in quarantine tubs, where they'll stay until they're confirmed to be disease-free.
I like the babies. I like watching the progression, like when they come in and they look like a sack of potatoes and they're dehydrated and they're really sick. I like watching them get well and then moving from milk to fish and watching how they learn to grow. It's kind of like being a parent, I guess. Cute seal.
He looks like he's gained a bit of weight.
Nice.
This morning, veterinary technicians Casey Meagle and Sean Cahoon are looking in on the new arrivals.
He's good.
Oh, you are beautiful.
He's very cute.
Oh.
So yeah, this is Kitschy, so you can kind of see like the weird little papulas.
They look like hives or something. I just want to see if they're on the surface or if...
4, 5, 6. About 6 different spots, eh? Maybe 7.
Do you see that lesion there? It looks like a very small papule. I actually think that she could be a poxy girl.
Agreed.
Seal pox causes large, painful lumps that, if left untreated, can be debilitating. It's highly contagious, and the center could now be dealing with an outbreak.
Let's take some pictures so that when we do our email later today, we can send them to the doctors.
Okay.
For now, it's bath time for Kitschy, and a sign on his tub telling everyone to keep their distance. Nearby, the rescue center's assistant manager, Emily Johnson,
Hey, get out of there.
is working with older seal pups that have been weaned off formula and are now learning to eat fish.
I see you. No herring for you. Oh my God, they're such dorks.
Every visit with the inquisitive pool pups is an adventure.
I was just walking by and I kind of saw the seals playing in the intake pipe where the water was kind of refilling the pool yesterday. And so I thought it was really cute and I thought I would just pop up and take a video of it. And sure enough, just as I start videoing, one of the seals comes to the surface and they've got a long white strip in their mouth. So when he surfaced again, I saw him swallow whatever was in his mouth. So I know that he's ingested that foreign object. Zip strap is what I believe I saw. That's our big concern right now.
The culprit is a youngster called Sealy Dan.
Hey, delicious plastic, get out of here. I'm just looking for any kind of weakness where maybe a zap strap was previously holding something. I mean, every once in a while, the seals will bite at part of the fencing. I'm just not seeing anything where any straps would be missing. Seals are super curious. They will play with and kind of ingest anything that's like that if they can find it. They'll investigate everything with their mouth. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. So the thing that has me worried right now is that seal that has swallowed a foreign object. Let's just drop the pool right down. We'll definitely check in the big grate in the middle at the drain.
Sure.
Look for something. Maybe he's past it, which would be great. And let Marty know and he can kind of make a decision when he gets here.
Yeah,
What he wants to do.
perfect.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luca. I'm really hoping this animal passed the zap strap, simply because if it hasn't passed by now, that means we're gonna have to do a full anesthetic on this animal. We're gonna have to do a scope to look down and see if we can retrieve whatever he swallowed.
It's the moment of truth. The strap is nowhere in sight. For Sealy Dan, it's now an appointment with Dr. Marty and the radiograph to see what's in his stomach. As the day comes to a close, the team is keeping a close eye on Arlo the otter.
I want him to wake up is what I want.
Arlo's condition has not improved since his arrival.
What do you want for the rest of the night?
Depends on how he does. I'm likely going to suggest another bag of fluids. Maybe try a feed if he's actually alert. I think we just let him do his thing.
They've sent the liver biopsy to the lab for analysis. For now, the team can only make sure Arlo is comfortable and hope that he pulls through. Early next morning, veterinary technician Kendra Luco is checking in on Arlo. Despite the team's best efforts, he didn't make it through the night.
I like to think that Arlo was comfortable when he passed. We made sure that he was resting on a comfortable surface with a good amount of heat lamps and warmth throughout the night, as well as pain management to help him rest. We know we did everything we can, and we made him comfortable during his time here so that he wouldn't suffer.
Dr. Marty arrives to help.
I don't think Arlo ever really recovered. I think he fell asleep and didn't wake up.
Arlo's liver had passed the point of no return. Losing a patient is never easy.
There's always a connection, no matter how much effort, there's a connection to that animal. That connection and sadness, certainly disappointment, is there. Now we got a whole other job to do, to help the next otter and help his species.
Treating animals at the rescue center is just one of Dr. Marty's jobs. He's also the head veterinarian at the Vancouver Aquarium. It's home to 70,000 aquatic animals, including a vast array of fish, invertebrate, and mammal species.
Good morning, Bella. Good girl. Very good.
Behind the scenes, the aquarium is an advanced research facility where scientists from all over the world explore animal biology, conservation, and care.
Typically, my day starts at the aquarium, taking care of a huge amount of different animals that live at our aquarium. And our folks that take care of animals at the aquarium are really great and totally awesome.
Here in the Amazon habitat, aquarium biologist Chelsea Ryan
Wrong way.
has noticed something's not right with a Brazilian ringed teal named Luke.
You're all right. Hey.
The ringed teal is a species of duck native to the forests of South America. It's an omnivore that's at home in both trees and water.
So for Luke, I'm noticing that he has a bit of cloudiness in one eye, and upon further inspection, it's actually in both eyes.
The cloudings are cataracts, a condition that often comes with age. Over time, it can cause blindness. Chelsea has asked Dr. Marty to take a closer look.
Has he been losing any weight at all?
So he has lost weight since we initially noticed them.
Okay. Sort of sounds like he's just not finding his food like he should.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Normally, ducks can see accurately up to 3 times farther than humans, thanks to muscles in their eyes that enable them to adjust the curvature of both the lens and the cornea. Humans can only adjust the lens. This helps ducks see distant objects in great detail.
How old is he now?
He's around 10 years old.
Getting older for a ducky?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one is pretty classic cataract.
Luke's aging eyes are failing. He needs to see an ophthalmologist, and that means a trip to a specialized animal hospital.
You ready, Luke? This is gonna be exciting.
Here you go, buddy.
Luke, I am not your father. A blind duck is just not a very happy duck. He can't find his food as well as he needs to. He can't follow the other ducks as well as he wants to. And ducks are really kind of flocky birds. They want to be together. If we don't fix his eyesight, it's just not going to be a very nice life for him. Okay, well, let's get him ready.
It's a busy day for Dr. Marty. Back at the rescue center, it's time for Sealy Dan, the harbor seal's x-rays, to find out if he swallowed a plastic strap.
sure enough, we see several radio-opaque kind of strip pieces inside the stomach. That shows up as sort of a bright white strip. So we know that that's not supposed to be there.
There's more than one zip tie. Looks like we've got a few in there, so. A little charcuterie zip tie plate.
The confirmation leaves the team with no choice.
We can't leave those foreign objects in the stomach. If they pass through into the intestines, they could wrap around themselves, they could create a complete blockage, and then we have a real emergency situation.
Danielle, or Cors, can you hand us just some surgical tape from the drawer there? I'm just using it as a gag. Thank you.
Dr. Marty will attempt to remove the plastic ties using a gastroscope.
We're gonna use the scope. We're gonna pass that right down the esophagus into the stomach. It's got a little camera on the end of it, and what it's gonna do is give an inside view of the stomach, and we're gonna see if we can locate those pieces and pull them out.
Just go all the way in there, Sean. All right, let's pull it back a little bit. Or is it, it's caulking.
It's caulking, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a silicone waterproofing sealant used in the seal pools. Steely Dan must have torn the strips off and mistook them for food.
Okie dokie. Give me a little extension there.
Sean controls a tiny wire claw at the end of the scope.
All right, Sean, do your best.
She'll use it to grab hold of the first piece.
Okay, not too tight.
Okay.
She has to be careful not to clamp down on the interior of Steely Dan's stomach and risk puncturing its lining.
And let's pull it out. Everybody ready? And you want to extend. Thank you. One.
Interesting.
Breathing.
The tube.
One by one, Dr. Marty and Sean remove the strips.
More caulking. And hopefully one last time, right? All right, so this will be tricky.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
All right, let's come on back a wee bit.
The last piece is proving difficult to reach.
We might have to turn them, unfortunately. Okay, so let's try left side down. All right, Sean, I'm gonna get you to do pulling and pushing. Come on out for a sec, let's just get oriented. Okay, keep going. All the way in. Come on back a little bit. Okay, we're good. All right, let's try this again. Ready?
Yep.
There it is. Yep.
Whoa, Nelly.
I think that's the last one. All right, we'll do one quick x-ray, you guys. Looks all clear. I think we got everything. Let's take the DV for completion's sake. I'll take that. I'll give you this. I'll take this. Beautiful. I just want to feel air moving. Now watch the magic. Yeah. Yeah.
We just pulled out 5 pieces of pool caulking from the stomach of Steely Dan. I was pretty sure it was zap straps. We got out all of those foreign objects from the stomach. Nothing had passed through into the intestines, and Steely Dan's next job is just to eat a lot of fish, fatten up, and get ready for the wild.
While he does that, the team gets started on fixing the pool to make sure its next occupants stick to the rescue center's all-fish menu.
Do you think it's the seagull picking apart the pool?
Definitely not.
Nearby, seal pox patients Kitschy and Biggs have been put together in their own pool, separate from the rest of the rescue center's harbor seals.
We're putting Kitschy and Biggs in together because they both have pox. Well, there's really no solution to the pox problem because it is a virus, so what it just needs to do is run its course.
Both seals have been weaned off formula and are now learning to eat fish. But their pox virus isn't going away. In fact, it's getting worse.
It's preventing them from being able to go into a larger pool system with other seals.
The big pools are where the center seals learn to compete for food. It's the final step before being cleared for return to the wild. If Kitschy and Biggs can't be allowed in the big pool, they can't be released.
So I've just noticed a big change in them over the last couple days since I saw them last.
Every year, a few of these guys come down with seal pox virus. Seals in the wild get it. They spread it amongst themselves. That's a normal virus for them to get. They just developed immune response over time, and things go away. Just a little bit worried for secondary infections by bacteria or fungus. In this case, most likely a bacteria. That makes things a little more complicated. It means that that infection can spread to the rest of the skin, going someplace around the mouth, developing a lot of lesions, interfering with, the ability to eat, making them sore, or around the eyes and not being able to see. So I just want to nip that in the bud while I still can. Yeah, I think it's time for the antibiotics.
Okay. And you want them for both?
I hate giving these things antibiotics. These things are supposed to be going out in the wild, but you really need them. I think we go for it. And totally isolated, right? When nobody else is in and out.
No.
You guys have got your gloves and all that stuff when you're dealing with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And no other cases anywhere, right?
Not yet. They're actually in a good enclosure for that because the water is just constantly flushing.
We don't want any other seals having this because it's probably going to prolong their stay here, which we really don't want. It's possible for a seal to become habituated if they've been here for too long, and that means they get a little too used to humans being a source of food for them. So I don't want anyone else catching it. It's all about contagion control, isolation, different staff, different gloves, different instruments. Real mind on not spreading that around.
Across town, Dr. Marty has brought Luke to a specialized animal hospital.
There you go, Lukey Dookie. We are going to go see our very good friend, Jackie Pierce, who is an ophthalmologist.
Hey, little guy.
Those cataracts can also cause further complications in the eye, and he could lose an eye. You're a good dog.
The right eye is not a good candidate for surgery because the lens in that eye had a cataract and ruptured. So we're doing surgery in the left eye. The main goal with it is for us to restore vision and to improve the quality of life of this little duck.
I'm just going to intubate so we can maintain an airway if he decides not to breathe on his own. There are actually quite a few things that could go wrong. He is a duck, and so he kind of has the same sort of anesthetic risk as marine mammals. So he might not breathe quite as well as we want him to, so anesthesia can be a risk. He's an older duck. There might be some underlying complications with his cardiovascular system, for example, that could complicate the anesthesia. And then the surgery itself can be quite complex.
So this is a dilute iodine solution. It's safe for the eye. It doesn't have any detergent. Soap is obviously bad for the eye, so we don't want anything that's gonna make bubbles or suds at all.
Got a good breath?
Yeah, there's breaths for sure. I think he's breathing on his own.
I got a pretty good focus on the eye, and you guys are happy with position, right?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jackie will use an operating microscope to work on Luke's tiny eye.
Eyes are eyes, but there's always really interesting species differences. So in birds, they have a very, very thin cornea. In this bird's case, it's a very small eye, very, very large cataract that is sort of occupying space and expanding into the anterior chamber of the eye and is very close to the cornea. So I have about a 0.5 or 0.3 millimeter space to get a knife in and then to perform the surgery. No, this is good.
Do you see any breaths from your angle, Shan?
Yeah, I can see his little tail feathers moving.
Just a few breaths on his own. Perfectly still for Jackie.
So now I'm gonna phaco out the lens.
Dr. Jackie makes a tiny incision in Luke's cornea. She uses an ultrasound tool to break up the cloudy lens underneath and a suction component to extract it.
Good. Okay, so the lens came out nicely. It's a very soft lens, which is typical of birds.
Without the lens to help him focus, Luke's vision won't be perfect. But he'll at least be able to see his friends and find his food.
Jackie, if you sense any movement at all, please
nope,
let me
I'm
know.
good.
Breath. Still wee ones?
Yeah.
I'll do one every 30 seconds.
Yep.
Now I'm stitching up the cornea. It's just really small tissue. Okay, we can wake him up now.
Okay.
4 sutures in there, and I think it's pretty stable.
Okay, we got really good breaths now.
I think he's through the painful episode now, so the goal is just to keep the other eye comfortable with possibly some topical medications, but he's doing fine.
How are you doing, ducky? That's awake ducky, a little swallow, ducky duck.
Oh, no, it says I'm awake.
I think the best thing about the surgery for me is seeing the bird wake up and to notice that he was displaying associated behavior. That told me that the surgery was a success.
Hi, what happened?
I'm gonna warm up your little feet, okay?
It's very likely that he will go on to have improved quality of life.
Check it out, Jackie. He's looking at her.
Yeah, it's
he
awesome.
He really is. He hasn't been doing that in a long time.
Oh,
that's the look.
When you get his attention, then he like leads with that side.
He's looking with that eye.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
3 weeks later, it's feeding time for the harbor seal pups.
A harbor seal's diet that we have at the center is primarily herrings, and we do supplement those animals with vitamins and minerals to ensure that they do stay healthy longer. Get him, Floyd.
An uninvited guest drops in.
How did he get the lid off?
It's been 3 weeks since Dr. Marty prescribed antibiotics for Kitchy and Biggs to battle secondary infections from their pox virus. Lindsay and Casey are checking on their progress.
Hi, guys. Wow.
Kitchy and Biggs are back on track for release.
I haven't seen them for a couple days, so it's amazing the difference. You guys, so good. I love it.
Yeah, so both of their pox lesions have flattened out completely. There's no more inflammation around the area.
It didn't really spread too far, which we're super lucky that that didn't happen. And the antibiotics really cleared that up. They're so ready for a big pool.
Yeah, so Marty saw these guys last week, and he said that we could move them if they were doing well, graduate them into a larger pool.
Yeah, no, that's good, especially for Biggs. I mean, they're both huge.
Being in this pool together, they've certainly put on the pounds, so...
yeah, a lot of
That's
pounds.
always a given that they're doing well.
What's their weight?
Biggs is over 20 kilograms, and Kitchy is like 19.45 or something. It's time for a big pool.
Do Biggs first. Do you even fit in here, mister? Oh my goodness.
Both of these guys have gained tons of weight since they've been in that pool, and that's great. That's exactly what we want to see in a marine mammal.
Oh, God. I know. Hello, lovely. Hello. Oh, that's a good little puppy. How many does that make in the pool now?
She's number 9.
Hi, sweetie. There you go, mister.
Oh, who was that swatted?
Wow. Somebody's very excited.
I think the biggest problem there is that Biggs will be the largest seal in that pool at 20.5 kilograms. The other ones are around 18 or 17 or so, so they'll have some catching up to do. Time for Kitchy. Oh, look at her go. Hi. Oh, there she goes, looking for Biggs. Oh, that's a cute seal.
Kitchy keeps her distance while the other pups suss out the new big kid in the pool.
Not even a friend. It's okay, Biggs.
It's a new day at the Vancouver Aquarium.
Please follow that one. Good boy. Big touch. Good.
Dr. Marty returns to the Amazon habitat to check on Luke's progress after his cataract surgery.
How is Luke doing?
Really well. He has been up in his weight and holding it steady.
So good.
He's been really good at finding his food bowls.
Yeah.
And he seems to be hanging out more with Peaky, which was his kind of best friend duck.
I love his appetite. He looks like he's eating really well. He's going after the food right here, even in front of me, which is awesome. He's not shutting the eye at all, is he?
Nope. No closing of the eye. Today is the last day for his eye drops.
Okay. Luke has one really good eye now. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything for the other eye. It's not perfect, but it's really good. Look at your pretty eye. He's doing just great. The sutures are now dissolved, they're gone, and his eye is working great. He's showing no signs of discomfort. I hope you're happy too. There you go, buddy. That's so good. Like from here, he's avoiding obstacles, he's socializing with the other ducks, which is something we really wanted him to do. Like he's absolutely using that eye.
Yeah, it feels really great to be able to give him a normal life back.
He's swimming a lot more now again, which is so awesome. I couldn't be happier.
I'm glad that Biggs and Kitschy made it through it all.
Yeah.
6 weeks have passed since Kitschy and Biggs were diagnosed with seal pox. Today, they're all clear, and they've had plenty of time to compete for fish and put on the weight they'll need to sustain them while they learn to hunt in the wild.
Today is a good, exciting day. Kitschy and Biggs, our former pox kids, are heading back to the wild today.
The question is, after all the extra time being cared for by the staff, will they want to go?
Kitschy is now scraping at the door, though. That's a good sign.
Ready to
Go
home.
They're being taken to a quiet beach north of Vancouver, where there'll be few people to distract them.
Release days are always awesome. A real sense of accomplishment for not only the staff and myself, but for our volunteers who put in lots and lots of hours.
Biggs, you're big.
Rehabbing these seal pups, it's our mission, and it's always wonderful to see them go back to the wild.
Come on, Kitch.
It's time, my friend. Kind of like taking a little peek around, and they sort it out. Come on, move around. You got this, bud. Get going. That's it.
After a quick sniff of the sea air, the pair waste no time.
That's it, bud. That's galumping at its best right there. That's Olympic galumping.
It's so great to be able to have this goal and accomplish it.
It's nice to take moments with these animals and just take the time to appreciate how far they've come. It's never not great to see them go back to the wild. I love it.
There they are.
That's got to be one right there.
That's one over there, yeah. Oh, there's a little tiny. Oh, there's two heads over there.
Aww.
Do you see them?
Yeah.
Oh, he's down again.